Okay, so update for Axialfest. I know I'm shooting a video on how I'm doing these LED lights, and as you can see, they're not all done. I did get the first two quadrants done out of 4, so I got 2 more quadrants over here to work on. But if you want to see what the lights look like, there's your preview of all the action that's happening. This is for my American themed truck, so this is the American flag lights. If you skipped along in the video, I just basically made kind of a rear light to represent the American flag coming out of the backside. But you can see where I wanted my light down here. So this is one of my focal points. Is the main reason for the lights is of course to crawl, not just for the flare. So these are functional and hopefully look cool as well. I also went ahead and changed the wheels out. So I painted these up to be kind of the American flag theme. I left the silver on here to represent the white. I did the inside of the beadlock in blue, and then the racing cap was already red, so it kind of worked out. I went through my suspension. I had one wheel that was sticking more than the others, so I went ahead and addressed that as well. And I'm also working on the body. So I started working on that. As you can see, this is as far as I got. I'm going with the American flag theme. The lines that I drew on there were just kind of giving me an idea. I use this, I think this is the Tamiya masking tape. And basically I draw my lines on with masking tape. So, and then I'm just kind of keeping myself in track of where everything's gonna go. I was at one point thinking about making the lights follow and flow with the colors on the vehicle, but when I sat there and I thought about how the light pollution is going to be, you see how you can see the white and the red, the blue is going to be up front. If I change that over and try to match the theme on the vehicle, there's actually black on the vehicle where the flag is going to go into the PDRC logo. So this section of the vehicle is going to be black, and then it's going to have the PDRC with the red line for the shop with the white. I don't want to ruin that. So basically I decided to just go with the alternating lights, and that was the mentality behind that. Moving forward, I have also bringing a spawn. I'm pretty sure I'm bringing my Wraith spawn. So I've already started kind of hacking, slashing the spawn. Now, the front of this thing, I didn't like how it was kind of pulling together, so I upgraded it to hot racing. Obviously, I threw a Savox servo in it. I'm actually going to go brushless on this one. I threw a castle system in it. The car is nice and light, and I really want to keep it that way. I think that it needs to be light and nimble, but at the same time, it needs to bite. That being said, the wheels are a real opportunity on this car. I've already tried crawling with it. I've already had the pin strip out. Didn't care for it. I started playing around with these King shocks. So I grabbed some King shocks, the 120 millimeter. And what I did is I went into them. I lightened the oil down to about a 10, so they're really nice and got a really good spring. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop those on today. On the back side of it, I went ahead and I bobtailed it. So I cut off all the scaffolding that was back here. The problem that I had was the suspension at that point was an opportunity. It was kind of starting to flex and twist. My solution to that was linkage off of a random track assist. You know, I just threw it up there. It matched up in size, it matched up in color. So I was like, to hell with it. Looks fine enough for me. Now, on the body for the car, oh my God, I hacked up so many bodies. I had a perfect body picked out for it. I was going to go with a Nomad. It was like a 55 or 56 Nomad. I've been carrying it around for like, I don't know, 7 years. But a dude that I know saw it, had a freak out. It was his dream car, so I gave him the Nomad shell, even though it was kind of perfect for this. And now I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So I hacked up a whole bunch of bodies trying to find an alternate body for it. I think probably what I'm going to end up doing, just because of time constraints, is I'm going to take the body that came with it. This is the Wraith spawn. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hack it off, right? And then just leave the back side of this thing open. And then I might just do some sort of crappy spray paint job. I don't know. I figure if I'm gonna go for kind of like an apocalyptic look, I might change this out to a little axial guy who's got the skull head. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go. So that, and I don't have a whole heck of a lot of time, and I got a lot of projects to work on. this thing's going to take a lot of work in order to get accomplished. So I don't have a lot of time to focus in on this. So I'm going function over form. So a lot of work to do to this thing and more updates to follow.